When I got sober, Spirit took my motivation. Here's why. If you've gotten sober or made any big life change and suddenly felt completely empty after, you already know what I'm talking about. The world told you this was supposed to feel like freedom, and instead you felt nothing. That wasn't failure. That was Spirit dismantling you. For years I ran on something that wasn't mine. Alcohol gave me a kind of energy, a false momentum. I could get through the day. I could function. But it wasn't real. It was borrowed. The moment I chose sobriety, that borrowed energy disappeared. And I was left standing in the quiet, no drive, no direction, no spark. I couldn't create, I couldn't focus. Some days I couldn't even make a simple decision without feeling exhausted. I looked at everything I had told myself I would do once I got sober, and I couldn't do any of it. I thought sobriety was supposed to fix this. Instead, it felt like it had broken something else. What I didn't understand yet was that Spirit was working, not against me, for me. But the process didn't look the way I expected. Here's what I've come to understand. When you remove something that has been numbing you, alcohol, a relationship, a job, anything, your nervous system doesn't immediately know what to do with. For years, I was operating from a false version of myself, a self that had learned to survive by staying numb, and when the numbing stopped, that version of me had to go too. Spirit doesn't rebuild on a broken foundation. It clears it first. The loss of motivation, the emptiness, the fog, that wasn't a sign that something was wrong. It was a sign that the old version of me was leaving. And the new one hadn't arrived yet. I've heard people call this the dark night of the soul. And that's exactly what it is. A necessary darkness, not a punishment, a passage. My soul was whispering during those months. It was saying, you don't need to produce right now. You need to feel. And I had spent so long not feeling, I didn't know how to listen. If this is resonating, stay with me. Because what comes after the dismantling is the part Spirit really wants you to see. what Spirit was actually doing. After about 4 months into my sobriety, something started small. Something shifted. I started noticing things I never noticed before. The way light looks in the morning, the feeling of being generally tired, not numb, but tired. The difference between those two things is everything. Spirit wasn't taking my motivation away to hurt me. It was stripping away every motivation that wasn't mine. Every goal I had set while I was numbing myself, every version of success I had been chasing, a lot of it wasn't mine. It was what I thought I was supposed to want. The rebuilding didn't feel like momentum. It felt like curiosity. Small things started pulling at me. A walk I wanted to take, a thought I wanted to write down, a feeling I wanted to follow. That's when I understood Spirit wasn't giving me back the drive I had before. It was giving me something different, a quieter kind of direction, one that came from the soul, not the survival instinct. And that kind of motivation doesn't burn out. It deepens. How to know if you're in the right now. If you're in this place right now, here's what it might look like. You made a change, a real one, and instead of feeling free, you feel flat. You feel like you should be doing more and can't. You feel like you're watching your own life from the outside, and some part of you wonders, is this all I get? That part is scared, and it's understandable. But I want you to hear this. That flatness is not emptiness, it's space. Space your soul has never had before, and it doesn't know what to do with it yet. Neither did I. But Spirit always fills the space it creates. It just takes longer than we want it to. And it looks different than we expect. What your soul is asking for. Your soul is not broken. Your soul is not behind. Your soul is not punishing you for the years you've spent asleep. It's asking you, maybe for the first time, to be still. The motivation will come back. but it will come back as something you've never felt before. Direction that doesn't require willpower, pull that doesn't come from fear. That's what Spirit was building in me during those quiet months. And I wouldn't trade that rebuilding for anything. If you've been feeling that pull, that quiet one underneath all the noise, trust it. Your soul is trying to reach you, and it has been waiting a long time for you to be quiet enough to hear it. Thank you for following my journey. If this resonated, leave a comment below, even just one word. I read every single one. Hit subscribe. If you know someone who's in this in-between place right now, someone who got sober or left something behind and is wondering why they still feel lost, share this with them. They might need to hear it more than they'll say. Follow me for more on this journey, and I'll see you in the next one.